Bones and muscles form our frame. Joints and tissues play the game. Nerves and veins, they intertwine. All together,
Hey
so
there. Ever
divine.
looked in the mirror and thought, what's actually going on in there?
Right. It's pretty wild when you think about it.
Well, get ready because in this deep dive, we are cracking open Anatomy Decoded to explore the amazing world inside, well, you.
Yeah. Forget those boring old textbooks. We're talking about understanding how your body, this incredible machine, actually
We're
works.
talking about going from knowing you've got a heart to understanding how it beats over 100,000 times a day without a coffee break.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it? And Anatomy Decoded really lays the groundwork and starts simple, like anatomy is just the study of structure, not just us humans, but for everything. Giant sequoia trees, tiny insects.
So whether it's a tree's roots or a bird's wings, it's about how each part is put together.
Exactly. But for our deep dive today, we're focusing on, well, you. It's about understanding how your structure lets you do all the amazing things you do.
Okay, that makes sense. But the human body is seriously complex. Where do we even start to unpack all of that?
That's where the beauty of Anatomy Decoded comes in. It breaks this complexity down into levels, starting with the tiniest building blocks and then zooming all the way out to you.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Break that down for me. What's the starting point for this anatomical zoom lens?
Picture this, the smallest unit of life, a single cell. And get this, your body has over 200 different types of these little workers, each with a specialized job. Like imagine a city with 200 specialized professions. That's your body.
Wow, so we've got cells building muscle, cells carrying oxygen, cells telling your brain what you're seeing right now.
Exactly. And just like in a city, these specialist cells need to work together. That's where tissues come in. Similar cells grouping up to form things like your muscles, your nerves, even your skin.
So if cells are the specialists, tissues are like the departments they work in, each with its own thing to do.
You got it. But, like departments aren't much use on their own, tissues need to come together to form something bigger. And that's an organ.
Okay, now we're talking heart, lungs, brain, the heavy hitters.
And each organ is like a finely tuned machine itself, right?
Yeah.
Performing its own crucial function. But here's where it gets even more incredible. These organs, they don't just work independently. They're part of these larger teams called organ systems.
And we're back, diving even deeper into Anatomy Decoded, exploring how these amazing collections of cells, tissues, and organs actually work together.
It's like we're taking this incredible machine we call the human body and revealing the blueprints.
Yeah.
Like the inner workings, the symphony of systems that keep everything running smoothly.
Speaking of systems, you were about to give us an example of how these organ systems actually, like, team up.
Oh, right. Think about your circulatory system. So you've got your heart, this tireless muscle pumping away day and night.
The MVP for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But even the MVP needs a good team, right?
Yeah.
The heart can't deliver oxygen and nutrients throughout your body on its own. It needs those intricate highways we call blood vessels, arteries, veins, branching out like a complex roadmap to every single cell.
And we can't forget the blood itself, the delivery system transporting oxygen and nutrients to every corner of our bodies. It's like a perfectly synchronized fleet of delivery trucks, making sure every cell gets what it needs.
It's a beautiful example of teamwork and efficiency, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's just one system. We have the digestive system, right, breaking down food. The respiratory system, bringing in oxygen. The nervous system transmitting signals. It's truly mind-boggling.
Okay, so we've zoomed from those tiny cells all the way out to see these incredible systems working together. But I have to ask, why should we care? How does understanding all this actually benefit us in our everyday lives?
That's a great question. It's easy to think of anatomy as just a bunch of facts for doctors to memorize. But understanding your own body, it's empowering on so many levels. Anatomy Decoded really highlights that connection between knowledge and well-being.
So it's not just about memorizing names, it's about understanding how those parts impact our lives.
Precisely. For example, knowing how your muscles and bones work can help you prevent injuries during a workout. Understanding your digestive system can guide you towards healthier eating habits.
It's like having the insider knowledge to make informed decisions about your own health. No more blindly trusting Dr. Google.
Exactly. And even beyond everyday health, this knowledge can help you advocate for yourself in a medical setting. You'll be better equipped to understand diagnoses, ask the right questions, make informed choices about treatments.
That's huge. So understanding anatomy isn't just about knowing where your spleen is. It's about feeling empowered to take control of your own health. But let's be real for a second. Not all of us have the time or the stomach to dissect a cadaver to learn this stuff.
Thankfully, Anatomy Decoded offers some really cool alternatives. They highlight resources like 3D simulations, which are basically like having a virtual body you can explore.
3D simulations. Okay, now you're speaking my language. It's like having X-ray vision, but instead of just bones, you can see muscles, organs, the whole shebang.
Exactly. And the
Yeah.
technology has gotten so detailed. You can zoom in on individual organs, rotate them, even like peel back layers to see how it all fits together. It's amazing for visual learners, or anyone who wants a closer look at what's going on under their skin, really.
Sign me up. It sounds like Anatomy Decoded isn't just about the facts. It's about giving us the tools to really, understand our bodies on a whole new level.
Yeah, and that's what's so empowering about this knowledge, right? It takes something as complex as the human body and makes it accessible, understandable, even awe-inspiring.
Speaking of awe-inspiring, you mentioned earlier that while we all share the same basic blueprint, every human body is unique. What is it that makes me, ME, on like an anatomical level?
You know, that's a question that's fascinated scientists for centuries. It's this incredible interplay of nature and nurture. Your genes, the environment you grew up in, the choices you make every day, it all leaves its mark, on your physical self.
So it's like we each get handed this amazing machine, but how we care for it, how we use it, even how we think about it can shape how it functions throughout our lives.
Precisely. And that's what makes studying anatomy so much more than memorizing diagrams. It's about understanding the incredible adaptability, the resilience of the human body.
It's about appreciating the symphony of systems that allow us to breathe, to move, to think, to experience the world around us. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Anatomy Decoded, what's the key takeaway for our listeners? What do you hope they walk away with?
I hope they walk away with a sense of wonder, curiosity about their own bodies. We've only scratched the surface today, but even this little glimpse into anatomy can be empowering.
It's about realizing that beneath the surface of our everyday lives, there's this incredible universe of interconnected systems all working together to keep us going. It's about asking questions, seeking out information, and becoming active participants in our own well-being.
And remember, you don't need a medical degree to appreciate the wonders of your own anatomy. There are so many resources out there, interactive websites, documentaries, heck, even podcasts like this one.
That's right. We're all on this journey of discovery together. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and join us next time as we take another deep dive into the endlessly fascinating world of Yoadone.
We are bound together as one whole. Each part playing its own